Welcome to Nasco Educate. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to add students to your class. The first thing you'll need is a class, and we've covered that in another video. Once you have a class, go ahead and select it under the My Classes section. Once you're in the class, you can see that we have two options to add students to our class. The first option is the Import Students method. This utilizes a spreadsheet template that we can add students to and quickly add large groups of students all at once. The second method is the access code method. This is where we provide students with a specific access code that allows them to create an account or join a class using their existing account via this code. So to begin, we're going to start by looking at the Import Students method. Go ahead and click on the Import Students button. This brings us to the page where we can see step by step exactly what we need to do to add our students via this Import Students method. To begin, go ahead and click the Download CSV Template button. This will download a spreadsheet template to your computer, and it will appear in your Downloads folder on your device. As you can see right here, it has been successfully downloaded. Go ahead and click on that download to open it in Microsoft Excel or your default spreadsheet program. After opening the document, you'll see that there are 4 columns worth of information here. We have the first name, last name, password, and optional email column. These fields, with the exception of the email column, are required to add students to a class. So we're going to go ahead and add our list of students to this file. As you can see, we have completed each of the following fields: the first name, last name, password, and email columns. Email is optional, so don't worry about leaving these cells blank, but be sure to leave this header in place, otherwise you'll receive an error message, as the template must be kept intact with this first row of information for it to work. So now that you've got a completed CSV template with your students' information in place, you can go ahead and save this to your computer, and we'll be using that file in the next step. Back in Educate, you're going to go ahead and click on the Choose File button to locate the file from your computer. After you've added the file from your computer and it's listed here, go ahead and click the Import Students button to add those students to the class. When the students have been successfully added, you'll receive this message here, and you can also confirm the students have been added via the Student List tab here within the class. Go ahead and click on that, and you'll be able to see all of the students that have been added to the class. You can also remove students from a class by clicking the red button here, as you can see. Now let's take a look at the second method, or the access code method, to adding students to a class. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to copy and paste this access code, and we're going to create an account as if we were a student. So to do that, we're going to log out. So at this point, you should have shared that access code with your students, and they will go to Nasco Educate and click Join an Educate class. From there, they can register for the class if they don't have an existing account with the platform. It's really simple. Complete the required fields, including first name, last name, access code, username, and password. Again, email is optional. So students will go ahead and copy and paste or type in their access code that you've provided them. Make sure that they aren't including any additional spaces before or after the code itself. Then have them complete these fields, and we'll take a look at the next step. So as you can see, a student would complete these fields with the proper access code, and they can also give themselves their own username and password and optional email address. We're going to not include an email address in this particular example, and then we're going to click on the Join Class button. And once students have completed this form, they will automatically be logged in and can start using the class material right away. So they can access their class either via the side menu here or directly on the home page by clicking the class icon, and then they will have access to all the class materials. So that is how we can add students to a class in Educate, either via the import students method or the access code method. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out the other how-to tutorials on Nasco Educate.